domestic violence.
Plus, there's just a few hours left to vote early in Georgia's Senate race runoff, why the Secretary of State's office tells us the lines will not be nearly as long on December 6th.
Once again, this is Dr.
The SEC rolling out the red carpet for fans ahead of the conference championship. I'm live from Atlanta. Coming up.
We have so much to show you tonight at 5, but first a live look at Butler Avenue at 14th Street. This is on Tybee Island. Soon, holiday parade will kick off, and you can see there's still a little sunshine left out there. Conditions looking pretty good. Let's bring in meteorologist Victoria Coquinos. Victoria, what will things look like, though, once the sun sets?
It'll be a mild evening tonight, and we'll actually warm up heading in towards Saturday. So not bad if you do have any evening plans heading
Back to you in the studio.
A great holiday kickoff. Riley, thank you so much for that live interview and report. We'll check back in with you in just a bit. But we want to show you a full list of the locations you can drop off items to help us light the way. You can go to the Mary Tebow Gallery in Beaufort or to the Tiffany Taylor Gallery in Savannah. A big story this evening. The Senate race runoff is now just 3 days away, and today is the last day that you can participate in early voting ahead of the December 6th election. Right now, both Raphael Warnock and Herschel Walker are busy hitting the campaign trail, hoping to secure more votes. Our Brooke Butler joins us now live from Waters Avenue in Savannah.
And a lack of equity.
And Brooke, I know you're live right now while he's speaking, but has Warnock mentioned his Republican challenger at any of his earlier events today?
Have access.
Yeah, Marvis, he's been taking shots at his Republican opponent, saying in so many words that he's not fit to run for office. But right now, he's just talking about what he hopes to accomplish here in Georgia, what he hopes to improve upon in this state, and also on a national level. Marvis.
Definitely crunch time for both of the candidates. Brooke, thank you so much for that live report. More than 1.5 million people in Georgia voted ahead of the December 6th runoff. On Monday, the state hit a new single-day record. Get this, more than 303,000 people casted ballots. Tuesday, nearly 301,000 people voted, and you can see the other numbers for the rest of the week. Our Nakaya Carrero spoke to Gabriel Sterling with the Georgia Secretary of State's office. He told her what they expect to see as Election Day nears. We have some breaking news at 5. There's now been an arrest in connection to the shooting death of Atlanta rapper Takeoff. Houston police charged this man, Patrick Clark, with murder for last month's deadly shooting. Takeoff was the youngest member of Migos, the Grammy-nominated rap trio from suburban Atlanta. Police say someone shot the 28-year-old to death outside of a bowling alley. It happened after a private party. And back in our area now, we have new information in the disappearance and death of a Hilton Head Island woman, Brenda Carmen. Deputies say Carmen's brother reported her missing in August. Last month, deputies found her remains at the Victoria Bluff Heritage Preserve that's in Bluffton. Carmen's longtime boyfriend, Daniel Wilson, took his own life on Thursday, and we now know deputies were, quote, very close to arresting Wilson and charging him with Carmen's murder. He was allegedly their only suspect, and investigators say Carmen was trying to separate herself from Wilson, and there was a history of abuse.
There was some domestic violence, a significant event of domestic violence leading up to her disappearance. That information, coupled with the forensics that we were able to analyze both from their home, in their vehicles, their cell phones, and data collected, we were able to say 100% that he was the last person that was with her. And we also can confirmatively say that he was the person that placed her in the preserve.
A tragic story, and this case is actually not closed yet. Deputies say they will continue investigating to tie up any loose ends. The Beaufort County Coroner's Office is currently working to determine how Carmen died. New at 5, the severance package and resignation for County Manager Lee Smith in Chatham County is now approved by the Chatham County Commission. However, the terms and amount regarding his severance were not disclosed. Smith has been on administrative leave since July 21st. Chatham County leaders will not share with us why. Michael Kegler, who has been the interim city manager, was formally named to the job. Well, it is championship weekend, and here in Georgia, the Bulldogs are hoping to seek redemption. The top team in the nation is taking on the LSU Tigers. That game tomorrow in Atlanta, and they're hoping to take home a 12th SEC title. Bulldog fans, as you can imagine, are heading to Atlanta by the dozens to support their team. Our sports director, Amy Zimmer, joins us now live at the SEC Fan Fest. Amy, how's the energy out there? How's it going right now?
Marvis, fans are getting the ultimate SEC experience right now here inside the Georgia World Congress Center. What's going on here at the SEC fan experience coming up later? For now, Marvis, back to you.
Yeah, Amy, I'm expecting a selfie and one of those free hats or some gear on your social media. I'm going to be looking for that. So we'll check back in with you at 6 o'clock. Well, you'll have much more about tomorrow's highly anticipated match. Look at that free gear there. Well, the countdown to the ACC championship also on right now. Clemson Tigers clashing with the North Carolina Tar Heels in a top 25 matchup. Kickoff set for 8 o'clock Saturday night. Tigers looking to reclaim their spot as the top team in the ACC. The Tar Heels making their first title game appearance since 2015. It's all happening right here on your favorite channel, WJCL 22. Still ahead, we check back in with our Riley Miller. She is live on Hilton Head Island as we kick off the Light the Way campaign. You can see the Christmas festivities are already up and underway. Turning now to the forecast, here's a live look outside in Savannah at Chatham Parkway. Clear skies, a calm evening right now. So let's bring back in meteorologist Victoria Coquinos for a look at the forecast. I'm looking behind you, not too much action, not too much green or red. We kind of like to see that going into the weekend.
Definitely. We are staying nice and clear for the rest of tonight and Saturday. We won't see any green on our map right now.
My worst fear is drowning, and that was something I did not want to have to face.
The cruise ship passenger who went overboard is now speaking out for the very first time. Still ahead, more details on how he survived 20 hours lost at sea.
I'm Riley Miller, live at Hilton Head Island's first ever tree lighting ceremony, and straight ahead I'm sharing how you can help us light the way for survivors of domestic violence.
We cannot wait to see that tree lit up, but first we want to check in with meteorologist Victoria Coquinos. And Victoria, really, I will take today's weather. It warmed up a little bit from the morning. Will that be kind of for the weekend, or is it looking any wet this weekend?
We do have a few isolated showers on Sunday, but the majority of the weekend's nice and dry, and we are going to actually continue to heat up as we head towards Saturday.
All right, thank you, Victoria. Today is the start of the WJCL 22 Light the Way campaign. We are collecting items to support Hopeful Horizons and Safe Shelter. Our Riley Miller explains how your donation will help kids and adult victims of domestic violence. Good evening, Riley.
Hey Marvis, I am live at Hilton Head Island's first ever tree lighting ceremony, and check it out just over my shoulder. Marvis, for now, I'm going to toss it back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you so much, Riley. Look forward to seeing how much we can raise this year. Maybe we can beat our previous years. And we want to show you a full list of locations where you can drop off items to help us light the way. You can go to the Mary Tebow Gallery in Beaufort or to Tiffany Taylor Gallery, that's in Savannah. You can also drop off an item at Shopper Services at Tanger in Hilton Head or in Savannah. And of course, you can find all of this information, including specific lists of some of the needs, on our website, WJCL.com. Well, in the last half hour, we checked in with our Amy Zimmer at the SEC championship game, but we also have some big high school games to catch up with. So let's bring in our Preston Harvey to check in with him. Tell us a little bit about some of the games going on in our area, Preston.
That's right. The quest for a state title is still alive. You can count on WJCL to bring you all the action from the sidelines. Back to you, Marvis.
Great action by Beaufort. Thank you so much, Preston. Well, in other news, President Joe Biden urging Democrats to shake up the presidential primary calendar. Biden wants to see South Carolina vote first. White House correspondent Caitlin Norwood is in Washington with the impact.
The first round of voting
From politics to now a miracle at sea, 28-year-old James Michael Grimes is alive to tell an incredible story. He went overboard on a Carnival cruise ship in the middle of the night last week. He says he spent, get this, 20 hours treading water alone in the Gulf of Mexico.
I came to regain consciousness. I was in the water with no boat in sight. I wanted to see my family, and I was dead set on making it out of there.
Man, Grimes said on last Wednesday he had a few drinks around 11 p.m. He told his sister he had to go to the restroom. Then he woke up in the water and in an area that's known for sharks. Grimes said he did what he could to just keep swimming.
I'd done taken off my socks and everything and was just waving them around my head, trying to do something where they would see me. And when that light finally hit me, somehow I heard, "We got him."
Got him some, I'm sure, music to his ears. That rescue, as you saw, was caught on camera. Carnival Cruise Ship says there are safety barriers in public areas preventing guests from falling. It is still unclear how he fell off. Glad he is okay. Well, we want to take you live outside. This is I-95 at Highway 144. Traffic moving smoothly. We'll be right back with much more. A tribute to African-American heritage, the Kwanzaa Marketplace. It kicked off today in the hostess city, and our Michelle A. Jackson takes us to the Savannah African Art Museum to check it all out.
What we're hoping is that it helps the community.
Cannot wait to check that out. The marketplace will take place on December 2nd, 9th, 16th, and 23rd. It runs from noon until 4 p.m., and it's on the second floor of the Terracotta Gallery. WJCL kicking off our Life Away campaign, as we told you at the top of the hour, and the goal is to make the holidays brighter for children and adult victims of domestic violence. Our Riley Miller has been live on Hilton Head Island for us this evening, explaining how everyone can help. Hey, Riley.